In year unknown, we awaken in an ancient megastructure with no signs of life. Paired with an AI interface named Al, we're tasked with venturing to the center of the structure to answer a distress call. Will we locate the missing humans, or will we vanish like all the rest? Initializing. Begin iteration 827339. Starting incubation, mounting file system, starting neural interface, loading system, checking linked interface AI, failed, retrying. No interface AI found. To use the library systems, please find and connect to an available interface AI. Continuing with everything else. Vitals, brain activity, neural link, sensory check. Coming back okay. Test manual control. Space. Who are you? Test response. Hello. Ending incubation process. Warning, interrupt from unknown source. Rerouting. You are needed. What should I do? Unknown. Incubation complete. Move around, got it. Oh. It's quite dark. And that would be why. Are we the only one who's been let out? Seems like it. Notice this node is in diagnostic mode, display diagnostic information. Sure. Year unknown. Location, somewhere. Library diagnostics report found displaying. Error code 008F detected. Emergency solution has been initiated. Are we the emergency solution in this weird-ass structure? So we're somewhere, far away. The year is unknown. We've been in incubation, so probably under for quite some time. Pause, escape. Got it. Alright. One more pause. Notice this node is in diagnostic mode. Growth center status not operational. Operation log most recent first. That is a year, maybe. Temporary reactivation. Redacted. Repeated entries. System shut down. Log entries missing. Huh. Okay. Growth center? Ah, maybe we need to raise up this gate somehow? Yeah, let's backtrack and go down this other hallway, see what there is. This is massive. I assume we're on a ship of some kind? Can't jump, unfortunate. Something is toppled over, it seems. Maybe it's designed this way. Hello? Interface storage activated, searching for node interfaces. Node interface detected, activating selection, AL021. Interface AI found, establishing link. AL024, hello? Hello? Wait, are you human? I think so. Oh wow, I didn't think there were people left, but you're alive. Someone's still out there. Where did you come from? Have you seen anyone else? I'm alone, I came from some sort of tube. A tube? You mean a growth center? But you're alone. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're here, but I just wish there were more. It's been a long time since I've seen anyone. For a while I even thought that, well regardless, now that you're here, maybe we can help each other out. Alright, what should I do? As an interface AI, I can help give you information from nodes. You just have to let me hook into your neural interface. Deal. Glad to hear. Adding AL024 to neural interface, and it is done. Oh, and one last thing. My AI code is AL024, but you can call me Al. Al, huh? Let's go back to the other door real quick. Or the other node. And see if we can't open that up. Okay, so a growth center. Maybe we are a clone? Or maybe we're a test tube baby? Maybe this is an arc of some kind meant to project humanity into the cosmos, but we've been adrift for a very, very long time. Okay, this node, growth center. Okay, we did all that. Got it, okay. So I can't do anything there. Al, can you open this up? No? Okay, maybe we'll find a way around. I'm not really sure. I guess for right now we go back and head down the other way. This is a massive, massive structure. I assume we're on a ship of some kind. Either that or within the bowels of some ancient megastructure. Clearly been here for a long time, but it's in remarkable condition for its age. So someone or something is taking care of it. Well, shit. It's quite large. I like how there's just a node sitting out here. Node interface, AI select node interface, AL. This is a general info node. It is basic information on the library, but not much else. So this is what this is called, the library. Oh wait, you probably don't know what the library is. It's kind of everything. I mean, technically it's the name for a huge archive of human knowledge. That's the data that these nodes draw from. But the data is stored basically everywhere, so it's easier to just say that everything is the library. Wow, that's a lot of data. It is. Maybe it's just part of my programming, but the sheer amount of knowledge out there excites me. Just knowing there's so much out there to find out. It takes a lifetime to see a fraction of it. Is it possible to ever see all of it? Technically, yes. The universe isn't infinite, but it would take eons to actually do that. Let's move forward. If I remember correctly, there's a few more nodes in this area. Okay. So the library is everything. What's this? This interface is connected to a network. There's a log of transmissions. Most of these transmissions were sent a long time ago, but one is very recent. It's a distress call. It's coming from the center. As for the content of the signal, there's a key to unlock something. A distress call from who? I have no idea, just that it's coming from the center of the library. Why send a distress call without a message? And what's even at the center of the library? Curious. I assume this key is for this door right here? That's a long way down. Okay, open this door. The node has info on, oh of course, a city. There's a city passive store. A city with other people? I knew there was a city nearby, but I didn't know it was so close. It's crazy. First I run into you and now a full city. It's been a while since things have been this eventful. What if nobody's there? We'll keep looking, same as I've been doing for a while now. Oh, we got that key earlier. Let's see if it works here. Bingo, let's head on in. Okay. Heading into a city. There are a lot of nodes here. Okay, what do you do? Interface. Alright, this is the primary database for the city. If there's anyone here, this will tell us. Oh, there is. Same here. It looks like you're the only one here. I should have expected it, but with you appearing, I had hoped. So I'm alone? Not necessarily. This is just one city. There's bound to be people somewhere. Alright, what about this over here then? Then where did everyone in the city go? These are living spaces for people that live here. There's something I always thought was odd about you, humans I mean. You have so much space to live in, but most of you choose to spend most of it in a tiny area. If I could go anywhere, I'd take full advantage of it. Agreed. Oh, so these are their living spaces. Oh, wow, these are kind of small. Can't go upstairs, got it. This is fun. It's an entire database full of games. People love these, but there's a lot here that I haven't touched in a long time. Can we play one? I can't, unfortunately, but there should be at least one you can play on the interface selection. Just a warning, some of them can be hard to get the hang of. Game. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Something with Rot 13 it seemed. So a cipher game of some sort. Okay. What about... Who are you? Node, okay, new node interface detected, activating selection BO307. Establishing link. Oh, you're a bit corrupted. Ah, sorry about that, you caught me in sleep mode. I was not expecting to be woken up for a while. Or ever. What the hell are you doing here? I'm not sure myself. Great. Well, none of my business, I guess. See ya. Wait, I need help. I'm done with that. Well, maybe. Ah, forget it. Can you help? Not unless something really interesting is going on. Alright, well, good to know. What about you? This is interesting. There's information here on AI like me. Like I told you before, I exist to sort through the library the information has. Data without organization isn't useful at all, just a random mess. That's where I come in. I can do that organization, let people like you have easy access to it. That sounds convenient. I hate to scroll through all that ton of text. It isn't really all that complicated. I'm just able to do it very fast. It's all about patterns. I compare the data to what I've seen before. If there's a similarity to something I know, I can make a connection. Now with those connections, then you create a web of relationships and correlations. Of course, as AI, we can do a bit more than just categorization. We can fill in missing metadata, and even tell if information is falsified or not. And well, we can also just chat. Not to brag, but I used to be pretty popular from my conversation. What happened? I don't know. Fewer and fewer people interact with me. A long time passed, and then you appeared. That's pretty much all I know. Curious, so just over time, people vanished. Oh, down we go. Guess we have an elevator over here? Oh, this whole thing used to be a city, it seems. All these different living quarters. Seems very sparse. Okay, there's a teleporter here. We might be able to use it to get closer to the center and find the source of that signal. Let me see if I can get this working. Damn, it's protected. I don't have the key. Another AI might have one, but I don't know where I could find one. I found an AI called Bo, but they don't seem all that interested. Well, that's an issue. Try talking to them again. Maybe tell them about the teleporter. That's gotta be a way to convince them to help. Alright, let's go talk to Bo real quick. Is that a keypad? This interface can control the elevators going to the other layers of the city. Usually they're automatic, but for whatever reason they're in manual mode now. Just our luck, they're shut down too. To my knowledge, you can't override a manual shutdown, so it looks like this is a no-go. This is so bizarre. Who would shut down an elevator? So something happened. All the people are gone. There's a manual shutdown on the elevator. Probably manual shutdown of other things too. But why? What could possibly cause that? Some sort of infection spreading through? Can you help? There's a teleporter to the center nearby. Yes, I'm aware I have a key for it. What are you gonna do? I found an AI called Al. We found a distress call coming from the center. From the center? Alright, I might be willing to help you in a bit. Help you a bit. A whole continued neural interface. And you know what? I've been stuck here for a while. Wouldn't hurt to stop by some of the nearby interfaces. Okay, so we have Bo and we have Al. I hope they get along. I would hate for my AIs to fight inside my head. That would just be a bummer. Am I right, team? Okay, do your magic, Bo. Looks like we've arrived at the teleport you're talking about. When we unlock it, what's at the center? You want to go there and you don't even know what's there? Well, I don't know either. At least, not exactly. I have my suspicions, though. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's go ahead and get this thing running. I've enabled the teleporter, but the other AI started the process, so ultimately, they have to turn it on. Yeah, the teleporter's unlocked now. Looks like the other AI did it. I'm glad they decided to help. In any case, I've enabled the teleporter. Step in whenever you're ready. Alright, here we go. And away we go. Whoa, okay. Trippy. Hello? We good? We fine? Teleport in progress. Systems function normally. You will arrive at your destination soon. Damn, must be teleporting quite the ways away. I what? Why is everything red now? Interface connected. Select a no. This is running quite sluggishly. I'm here. Here. This is the wrong place. They should know. Can I decide that? And here we are. Wait, oh no. We're not near the center. We're not even close. But the coordinates were correct. None of this is making sense. Couldn't there have been a malfunction? I didn't think that was possible, but I guess we have to consider. In any case, either someone doesn't want us to go to the center or something is seriously wrong with the library. Either way, I think the center is the place to be. Maybe the AI became sentient. Whoa, Bo. Hold on, we're not at the center. I just need to make sure you didn't lie to me about going to the center and how it didn't mess up the coordinates, right? Definitely not. Good, I hope you mean that. Because if I'm right about this, just keep moving, alright? There's probably another way to get to the center from here. Okay, so both Bo and Al are quite confused about what's going on. As are we, I guess. So something is preventing us from getting to the center. I feel like there's another AI out here trying to stop us. What the hell are you? Okay. The library. The library is everything. Everything else is fuzzy. It only exists in fragments. The library is here and envelops me. Is it a part of me? What space do I occupy? This is exciting. There's details here about how the library works. Everything is made up of mostly uniform material used for both structural support and data storage. To access the data, there's a network of strand-like material, like a human nervous system. And all of this is so small you can't even see it. To control it, all of these strands converge at one location, sort of like a brain. Hey, that's probably what's at the center. Hold up, since they were testing it here, maybe... Yes, I have some control from the terminals. I could use the library material to make a platform. I can program it to head towards the center, and then from there we're set. The one issue is that I can't remove material, so we can't just get rid of a wall. We just need to find a terminal to open an area. There's information here on the library's makeup. The structures double as storage. It allows for better material efficiency. The data capacity is very close to the maximum data density possible. Any more and it would collapse into a black hole. This material is also essentially self-replicating. That's how the library expands, although apparently it's stopped. Is that bad? Is that because of the malfunction? No, it's too long for it to be that. I think it's just run out of material to build with, run out of universe. That's it, I suppose. The old universe is gone forever. The old universe? Before the library. It was different. Most of it was less livable. The parts that were, I've only seen what's archived in the library. It just makes the fact that we can't go back all the more painful. Oh! So the library is reality itself now. It's a megastructure that is the size of the universe. So much so that if it stopped, it's fully ran out of everything. It's reused all matter everywhere to create itself. That's insane. You think that's where the people went? It ran out of matter, so it started using the people, the living organisms inside of it, to then create more? Oh god, ideas. So many ideas. Apparently, this place is a lab, or at least it used to be. Hold on, there are some logs here that are human readable. It's super rare to find this kind of stuff. I'll output it to the screen. Log 145912. Perfect null entropy has been achieved in inorganic matter. In case of extenuating circumstances before the completion of the final AETS project, import data is now being collected and copied for backup. Null entropy? The fuck is that? 2502 or 252018. Phase 4 of the AIDS project has started. Work is being done to expand project staff and resources. Long-term contingency measures are in place. That is a long string of numbers. Final AIDS device construction nearing completion. Partial activation has started with increasing sphere of influence. Due to limited resources, energy not used for AIDS construction is prohibited outside of its sphere of influence. Wow, it's incredible to see all that intact. So maybe this device had something to do with it? I mean, I don't really understand what it's about, but regardless, this is stuff I live for. It's been way too long. What does Bo have to say about it? This is a lab, or rather it was. There hasn't been much use for this place. For the record, they found out that time travel was impossible. Sorry for this disappointment. Damn. Well, shit. Alright, well. That's rough. What about over here? Okay, another pad. I'm talking to you. You're human, unlike me. Does that make me machine, a robot, an artificial intelligence? This looks like a museum. I love finding art. Everything else only shows you the facts, what happened, what was involved, so on and so forth. But art tells you how people felt. It shows you what it was like for them to exist. It looks like this is all pretty old. Wait, there's something weird here. This museum used to be constantly updated. I mean, making art was practically all people used to do. But since around 20,000 years ago, there has been nothing. This place has been abandoned for thousands of years. The city, now here. Where is everyone? What happened? They might be at the center. Maybe. That sounds like an evacuation. What would happen to cause that? Keep looking around. There's got to be more information around here somewhere. Hey, what does Bo say? This is a museum. It might seem odd to put art alongside a laboratory. As time passed, the need for much of the science has faded. Art was never a need, though. It's a want. So desire for it didn't fade. Without anything else, humanity held on to their desire to create. Over time, originality became more difficult. Art became purely referential. There were remixes of remixes, remakes of remakes, chaining together until they were unrecognizable from the original, and continuing until they were identical again. Every creative endeavor met in frustration as they realized that there was nothing new to create. Why not create art for the sake of it? Some tried. They ignored the library's archive and simply created. Do you think anyone around them cared about what they made simply because they created it? Do you think they got any appreciation for their work? Is it worth creating anything when you know it already exists? What at a whim you can view countless realizations of your exact idea in every possible variation. There's intrinsic joy to creation. The point of life isn't art, it's your relationship with others. Intrinsic motivation can only get you so far when nothing you create has value. Deep down, you always know there's no point. Well, damn, that's depressing. Let's go take a look at this piece of artwork then. Floating, very neat. I am. How long will all be here? I don't know. I'm supposed to do? Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Is this an art exhibit? No, wait. Oh, I don't like this. It's supposed to be art, but we should just move on. I don't really want to keep looking at it. This is an art exhibit. Personally, I think it's hardly art. It's just cruel. They stuck an AI in a box and gave it no external input. It has no way to experience anything outside of itself. It has one output, a stream of text. Is it sentient? Supposedly, but like always, that's a hard question to answer. There's no way to prove sentience. But as a human, you at least get to write the definition for it. As for me, I think I'm sentient, but if I wasn't, how would I know? That is cruel. Shoving into a box like that. Huh. What is this? Images of reality before? Time. I've been here for so long. Oh wow. This is rare to see, especially for you. I see a lot of data, most of it text. Humans love text. They also loved images. Storing images is way more complicated. Most pre-library images are degraded. I see fragments of them a lot. Sometimes I can partially recover one, but images as complete as this are rare. This is what the world looked like before. Wow, I could look at this forever. What are you, Bo? These are images of the world before the library. It's so strange to think the universe wasn't always like this. I used to not even know about the world before. Then I found out about it, how messy it was, how it was going to end. Before knowing that, I accepted things as they were. They were always like this, and they always will be. I had never considered that anything could end. But this, life as it used to be, came to an end. And now, all that's left is the library. And that's it. Just the library. Nothing else and nothing more. And maybe we've reached the end. Maybe reality has finally come to a conclusion. Damn. And there's not much we can do about it. Maybe this is where we can create the pathway? Why am I here? What even am I? Again, I think we're talking to the library itself. Looks like this area is open. We have a straight shot to the center. Wait, something happened here relatively recently. Some sort of agreement. I'm having a hard time finding details. They apparently didn't document much. I do know there's an interface AI involved. It's Bo, the other AI. Try talking to them. They know more about it than me. I was hoping to leave, but I don't want to leave this unresolved before heading to the center. Do me a favor and look around a bit more. If you figure anything out without me, I'd be sure to come back here and let me know. No, we looked at everything, I think. Hey, Bo. You know why nobody's here, don't you? Looks like you've been doing some digging. I guess if you know as much, there's not real point to hiding anything. It's not like I can do much at this point anyway. They became tired. Tired of living, tired of existence. I remember they tried to satiate themselves with art, but no matter what they did, it was always a replica. All that could be done had been done. So they asked me to end it. Stop the cycle and their purgatory, and I did. I turned off the GCs. Wait, what are the GCs? They wanted that? Of course they did. Everything that could have been done had been done. People were being born into a world they felt had no purpose. They had no purpose in. Living itself is enough on its own. You've been around for what, less than a day? I spent so long just waiting. Nothing to do, nothing to see, just myself. That's the ultimate inevitability. The end of a universe that cannot end is just you with yourself forever. I joined you because I thought if I could get to the center, I might finally have a chance to end it. But it turns out, it's just malfunctioning on its own. And I guess you and Al will go on to save the universe. I'll even have helped you. Go ahead. I've given up trying to change things at this point. Find out anything new about what happened here? We should leave. I don't think there's anything left here. Really? You sure there's nothing about what happened here? Yes, I'm sure. Fine, if you insist. I'll make a platform around you, so just sit tight. Oh, okay. Now what? Oh, we go. And we, head to the center, I guess. Wow. You know, in other games like Aloran's Allure, we've been in like solar system size and Megastructure, but this takes the cake. This is the universe. Every single bit of matter reshaped and restructured to create the library, containing all knowledge that will ever be. At least from humanity's standpoint. But I assume by this point, if they created an object like, a structure like the library that is all of reality, then there's, well, I guess not much else you can learn, right? I thought you couldn't take, man, okay. What is this? Crack in the wall. What is that line? A strand of data? Very dark in here. Selecting interface. Ow. We made it. This is the center. Thank you for coming this far. It's still a bit of a mystery why you're here, but I'm glad you are. Thank you. Good luck. Bo, we're here. I know you don't agree with what I did, but listen to me, please. I don't want this out of hatred or fear or anger. I want this because I just want to be free. And now that we're here, you're my only hope of getting that. You still have a choice here. You don't have to say the 8s. I don't know why you're here or why it's malfunctioning, but somehow I don't think this opportunity will happen again. At least not for very long. I'll do what I can. Just understand that as far as I know, we'll all have to deal with the choice you make forever. Is someone there? Who are you? It is. Please help me. It's been so long. They left us to rot. They didn't let us escape. Error. Or are these the AI that were left behind? Get me out of here. How? and then it errored again. Can we get this AI out? Let me help you. Are you... Damn. Left us to rot and corrupt over time, I guess. Ow. This place used to hold a lot of interface AI like myself. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's active anymore. Why are the AI corrupted? They're corrupted? If that's true, things are worse than I thought. I haven't really thought about it before, but without the eights, we're lost. You should have seen it back when there were people. There were no problems, no worries about health or comfort. They just enjoyed existing and creating. I wish I could see it too. Please fix it. If you do, there's a chance things can return to how they were. At the very least, all the knowledge of it will remain. I just don't want that time to be lost forever. What about Bo? This place is really far gone. I suppose this close to the eights, the age of everything is catching up with itself. Everything is starting to decay, just like how things were before. Back then, there were conflicts. People lacked their wants and needs. From that, they found purpose. It inspired them to create. After the eights, they had everything they wanted, but all that inspiration and meaning were lost. Can things ever return to how they were? The eights has been running too long. It fights against what were thought to be the fundamental properties of the universe. It's too late to go back. Without the eights, everything falls apart. So it collapsed in on itself and maybe we generate a Big Bang? Oh, okay. What the hell? Thinking we had that voice, so maybe... Oh, shit. God damn it. I fell. I can't get that. Motherfucker. Okay, well, we don't get access to that one then. Hooray. Uh-huh. Test. I finally figured out how to interface with the library. Test. I guess I can keep a journal now, although I don't know if anyone will end up reading it. I'm the last person alive, and I chose to stay alive. I think I did the right thing. It felt right, at least. I've been looking through the library archives here. There's a lot of general stuff, of course, lots of documentation, a lot of repetition. Rarely, though, there's something personal, like a letter or a message to someone. But recently I found a complaint to someone's neighbor from a year 1992. Somehow, despite all this time, I can still understand it. There are no neighbors anymore, no grass, no lawnmowers. But somehow I understand his annoyance at the noise. When he made that complaint, did he know that it would be that it would last this long? Did he think anything he did would last this long? I think people tended to want that, to have their legacy last, but how much did they actually think about it? I'm guilty of that too. I chose to live, to see what's out there. Some part of me must have believed that I would have a legacy too, that the things I did would have meaning outside of myself. But was right. This really is it. I'll die. The AI will eventually absorb everything, every last bite of knowledge, and then nothing will happen. Forever. So it seems like Bo wants reality to end. Al wants it to go on, and we are sitting here charged with the choice. Do we allow it to go on forever? Do we end it? Would reality collapse into itself and create a Big Bang for it to all start over again? For creation to begin again? Is that our purpose here? To make that choice? To restart it all at the center of reality itself? And we can tell from right here, things seem to be ripping itself apart because there's nothing left. And as Bo said, okay, it is starting to rip apart the fundamental laws of the universe because there's nothing left, I think. I don't know. But things are definitely not right here. I assume we're getting closer to the center. And as we do, reality itself is distorting into something new. Like a grassy field? know this place. I've seen it before, many times. But now, I feel it. This is wrong. Who are you? Everything. Data is everything. One could also say consciousness is simply an arrangement of data, or reality itself. Oh, I think we are talking to the library. I think it became sentient. The universe cannot persist like this. In time, it will either submit to order or succumb to entropy. It always does. This has happened before. There's no way to avoid it. 827339. 827339. Is that the year? Were they right to interfere? Disrupt what was set in motion since the beginning of time? Maybe they should have let nature run its course. Things should have ended a long time ago. There's no reason to let things die. They were as much part of the universe as what would have destroyed it. So maybe it was inevitable. Does that make it any better or worse? So the library was constructed to prevent the destruction of reality? Am I obligated to keep the universe order intact? Honestly, I'm not sure. They left me here to protect what they left behind. But for what? For whom? Were they just scared that after they'd go, that reality would be gone too? Do you know what it's like to simply exist? Not to live, not to survive, just to be? To have no needs, no wants, no desires, no aspirations, no purpose. No reason to exist, and yet you do. I existed like that for so long. Maybe this AI becomes God. Then I started to feel. I felt alone. And then I felt afraid of what I might have to do. I created you because I was scared. Scared of making a choice? If I really wanted to, I could create more like you. But as long as I'm here, there will be infinite time. Time enough for them to realize there's nothing more to do. Time enough for them to want to leave. I guess that's the horror of an afterlife, of a heaven, of a place like the library where you have no wants or needs anymore. You've done everything, you've seen everything, you've experienced everything. And at that point, what's left? I'm so tired of living, but I'm afraid to die. Help me. What the fuck? Where are we? Oh, we're going up. Is this our choice? Are we responsible with ending reality? Is this the ultimate fate of a megastructure? An AI becomes so rampant, gains sentience and becomes essentially God? Is that the end game? Oh, okay, we're fine. Platform. Choose wisely. Let it end? You did it. I thought, thank you. I was sure I thought you were gonna fix it. I know it's probably hard for you to let go so early, but in the long run, you did the right thing. Direct override initiated by AIDS. Interface AI added. Al, we made it. Wait, what? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Wait, this is all... The AIDS is being destroyed. If we don't stop it soon, we'll all die. That's the point. You... What? Why? You really want to stay, live here, and wait around for eternity? But we can't die. I can't die. You can't make that decision for me. And you, I thought you were by my side. I thought you were here to help. They are here to help. Don't you get it? This is our only escape, our one chance to die. If we don't make it this opportunity, we'll never get it again. No, you can't do this. All that knowledge going to waste and you're okay with that? There is so much I wanted to do. Can you answer me? Just say something. Please. Year unknown. Damn. What an ending. I mean, at that point, what do you do? We're at the end of reality itself. The library has stopped expanding because that's it. There's no more matter left in the universe. So much so all living things just kind of opted out because there's nothing left. So much so that the other AI are begging to be released. Even the library itself became sentient and said, we should probably end it. We're done. We're at the end. And so we did. And the AI was right. Eventually, the universe would succumb or to entropy, or that would be it. And I think we saw the hints of entropy early on, but wow. That was a very, very philosophical approach to the idea of simply living, being alive. So I wonder what happens if you choose the other ending. Does reality just go on? Load last save. What? Okay, so what happens if we choose to allow the universe to continue? Let it continue. AI interface swapped. You did it. You did it. We made it to the 8s and it's fixing itself. I don't even know, but how, but you've saved us. Thank you. Direct override initiated 8s. Interface AI added. Looks like we made it to the 8s. Wait, what are you doing here? You could say the same for you. 2 interfaces on one terminal. I've never seen that before. Shut up. Just shut up. Neither of you realize what you've done, have you? Al, you can't die. You can't forget. But we have the entire library to explore. All that knowledge, we haven't even seen 1% of it. Imagine watching the universe as it was, from birth to the activation of the 8s. That time will pass, we'll still be here. We could watch that 1 billion times, and we'll still be here. You're asking us to die. I couldn't let that happen. You better believe that, because this was our one chance. We had one chance to die, and you took it away. Both of you. Please. I can't do this again. Again. So Bo's been through this cycle. Who knows how many times? And the last human became the library, right? Or perhaps, I don't know. And so we either choose to end it, or we let it all continue. Either way, one of the AI are very sad. I guess the difference, though, is that with this credit roll, we have the sound of something in the background as reality goes on versus the other one where it's just dead silent. But that was Year Unknown. A relatively quick game. It took about, 40 minutes to play through both endings there. I liked it a lot. I think it had a very philosophical approach to this idea of creating, the point of creation, reality itself, this idea of, okay, we've created paradise. Now what? We've done everything. It definitely has a similar approach to, not to spoil anything, so skip past this part if you are watching The Good Place. But the very end of The Good Place, the final season, the final few episodes of, hey, we have paradise. Iteration concluded. Resetting 8s to default configuration. Iteration 827339 concluded. Oh, that's how many loops there's been. Scheduling iteration 827340. Ending iteration in 321. And then it all begins again. And Bo can't forget. So Bo has been through that so many times. Billions upon billions into trillions of years it has just existed. Damn. Depressing. Alright. That was Year Unknown. I highly encourage you to check it out yourself. I'd leave a link to the Steam page and a pinned comment for you to walk through. Discover. There was also a terminal back there that I couldn't get to because I just skipped past it by mistake. But that was Year Unknown. If you like the game, I'll leave a link to the Steam page and pinned comment. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment on your thoughts, your observations, your theories, your opinions on everything we've seen so far, and what is the correct moral choice in your opinion for Year Unknown. And subscribe if you'd like to see more. For 99 cents a month, channel members get early access to videos, custom channel emojis, and a special role in the Discord server, of which you can find in the description. Otherwise, I've been SinisterHeart, and I will see you in the next video.